Coming clean about my criminal past. It is a question I get asked a lot about, so we're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, if you have a question, you can go over to askahousecleaner.com, and right there in the corner is a little blue button. You click on the blue button, a little microphone appears, and you can ask your question. It sends it to me right here at the show. askahousecleaner.com. All right, on to today's show. At Savvy Cleaner, we have a philosophy that any question you ask is not a dumb question, and we will jump through hoops to try to help you get you an honest answer. All right, now, one of the questions that comes into Savvy Cleaner a lot is about my criminal past. I'm Angela Brown, and apparently I have a criminal past. So I'd like to address that today. Now, if you came to this video because you clicked on the title because it was of intrigue to you, you're not alone. This is not clickbait. I'm actually going to answer this question for this reason. There are a lot of people that are hoping it's not true, and there are a lot of people that are hoping that it is true. Because every day inside Facebook groups, countrywide, worldwide, there are conversations that I am a criminal. Okay, I don't know why, because I do not do criminal activity on purpose. It is a goal of mine to not be a criminal. Okay, so I hate to bust your bubble if you're here because you're hoping for the dirt and the nit and the grit. All right, the reality is this. I run 5 Facebook groups that are for cleaning business owners. And if you are a troll, or you are a bully, or a racist, or you are mean to people, or you call people names, we will politely remove you from the group. And it is very politely. On the way out the door, we have removed a couple of people who have threatened me and have sent me 40 or 50 emails and said, I'm going to take you down. And I'm going to destroy your character, I'm going to ruin you, and all these things. Okay, that's not necessary, but okay, it's your God-given right, it's your free agency. If you would like to do that, that's up to you. And we have not responded unkindly or meanly, or we have not lashed out or any of those things. All right, so the next thing is we had a death threat. Somebody said, I hope I never meet you, because if I do, I'm going to take you out. Okay, well, you just threatened my life. So I promise you that I'm not going to let you back into the Facebook group because, again, if you threaten people's lives, we don't let you back in, right? That goes back to being a bully or a troll or a terrorist. Okay, so the claims that I am a criminal. To this day, I have never heard exactly what the criminal charges are that are against me. Okay, I'm unfamiliar with what exactly they are, but every day I get text from Facebook groups of people saying there's a conversation and a thread going on right now about you, that you are a criminal. Is it true? Okay, now at Savvy Cleaner, and I have to back up just a second, for every question we get, we believe in working smart, not hard. And so when somebody asks a question, if we've already answered it and it's a common question, we typically send them a link to a video where we went into detail and we explained it and we said, here's our answer. Here's the link to that video. The dealing with, am I a criminal? And I'm going to go on a series this week and I'm going to answer all the questions. I'm a fraud, I'm a scam artist, I'm all these other things, okay? These come from angry, disgruntled people that got removed from our Facebook groups, is all I can guess. I can't imagine that we've done anything to hurt anyone's feelings, and it certainly wasn't intentional if that was the case. But there are a lot of rumors, and while we don't address the rumors in public, and it's like nobody's business, and it's not what we want to focus and highlight on, it is a common enough question that I now need a video to send people the link. So here is that video. All right, so to the answer, am I a criminal? No, I'm not. I've never been arrested of anything in my entire life. And so while the name Angela Brown is very popular, there are 73 Angela Browns in my city alone right now that I know about. And that's just one city across America. So it's a very popular name. It's like Dave Smith or John Jones or Bob Jones or whatever. It's a very common name. And if you Google it, you will find all kinds of things. But I'm not associated with any of those things that are in the news. I don't have that kind of bandwidth. So I have had 2 run-ins with the law in my life, and I'd like to come clean on those so that we now know exactly what the charges are and what I'm actually guilty of. All right, so the first one. About 26 years ago, I was in a hurry to go from an appointment to another appointment, and I exceeded the speed limit. And I felt really embarrassed about it because I got pulled over by a police officer who wanted to know why I was in such a hurry. Now, in my youth and my stupidity, I didn't feel sorry, and I wasn't like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I did this, shame on me, or any of those things. I had the audacity to ask him if he could follow me to the appointment and give me the ticket there because I was in a hurry. And because I wasn't remorseful, he wrote me a ticket and he said, this is for speeding. And I was like, oh, that's really unfortunate because I had 7 minutes to get to a 10-minute appointment that was 10 minutes away. And now it's taking me 35 minutes to get there because I got stopped and then I got a ticket. So I feel horrible about that situation. The reality from that situation was this. I realized in my mind, if I only have 7 minutes and it takes me 10 minutes to get there, I don't have 35 minutes. Lesson learned, don't ever speed again. All right, so that was like 26 years ago. So lesson learned, I've now have a system in place where I give myself plenty of time to get there so that I'm not in that situation again. Problem solved, lesson learned. Okay, but that doesn't really make me a criminal. It just makes me a foolish youngster that exceeded the speed limit. Okay, nobody was hurt. Nothing bad happened. The outcome was I had to pay a fine, and there you go. Okay, lesson learned. The second time was a weirdest situation, and this goes back almost 3 decades ago. I was really tight on cash. I was working 4 part-time jobs. I had just started my house cleaning business, and I was moonlighting on the side as a pet sitter or a dog walker. Now, there was a family that had gone out of town, and I was out walking their dog on a beautiful sunny day. And as we were walking past this lovely gated community, there was a little raccoon, and I think he was drunk or something. He came staggering out of the bushes, and he saw the dog that I was walking. And the dog and the raccoon both were alarmed at seeing each other, and they both squealed and barked and fussed at each other. And then the dog busted out of my leash, and he took off running through a small opening that was for pedestrians that went into this gated community. So I ran in after the dog. Again, this is almost 30 years ago, and I wasn't thinking that I might be trespassing. That was a million miles from my mind. I didn't even know there was a charge called trespassing. But I ran in after the dog that bolted in to this private gated community, trying to get away from the drunk raccoon. So I go in and I get the dog, and I'm coming back out past the guard shack, and the deputy dog that was sitting inside the guard shack wrote me a ticket for trespassing. And I said, you've got to be kidding me. Like, I'm a person. I did not drive a car in here. You can see that I'm walking a dog, right? This is an innocent mistake. I just went in to get the dog. He said, no, ma'am, you're trespassing. And he made it very clear, it's not how you broke the law, it's that you broke the law. And I said, I did break the law, but I was just doing my job. And he said, I'm just doing mine. And he wrote me a ticket. Okay, what really upset me about the ticket, I did not have money to make ends meet. And I had to go down to the county courthouse. I did not have the money to hire an attorney. And the fine for trespassing was $245, and that was almost 30 years ago. It was astronomical. And to this day, I still cannot believe I had to pay the fine. And the judge did not let me off. He did not forgive me. He did not accuse me of it. He said, did you trespass? I said, yes, technically I did, but here's the story. He said, then technically you owe the money. And I was like, you have got to be kidding. All right, so that is my second run-in with the law. Again, almost 30 years ago. So am I a criminal? I don't think so, because in both of those situations, it was unintentional harm. Nobody got hurt. Nobody was injured. No property damage. I didn't destroy anything. It wasn't character damaging. It was just an unfortunate situation in both scenarios. And the first one, which was the driving incident, I learned a life lesson from. The second one, I did not learn a lesson from. If it were all to happen again, I would probably do the exact same thing, only maybe this time I would stop at the guard shack and say, hey, did you see that my neighbor's dog just ran in here? Is it okay if I go in and get it? And then I have permission to trespass instead of just bolting in after the dog. So those are the two scenarios in which I did have a run-in with the law. And am I a criminal? No, I'm not. All right, so here's the unfortunate part about karma. The person trying to destroy me, or the people trying to destroy me, have sent gobs of people to the search engines to try to find the answers to those questions. And as a result, thanks to search engine optimization, because I've learned a little bit about it, They have driven business to me. When people find the things we've created that are available on the internet, I've picked up a ton of clients that came from the you are guilty, you are a criminal, you are a fraud, you are a con artist, and all of these things. So to the trolls and the haters in my life, thank you so much for the business you have sent my way. You have no idea what your karma means to me, because in the end, you lost, I win. All right, that's it for today. Tomorrow, I'm going to share with you a little bit more about the rumors, set the record straight so that we can all move on with our lives, and so that I have the links I can pass on when these conversations come up on a daily basis. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, pass it on to a friend. If you've heard about these conversations in your Facebook groups, feel free to link to this video. Yay. All right, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.